Having a strategy is super important, don't get me wrong, but having confidence in the strategy is extremely important, and this is exactly why. If you're a long-term viewer of my channel, you know that I've talked about time and time again, hey, you gotta have a strategy, you gotta have systems in place, or you really don't have any sort of chance at long-term success. That is very true. I stand behind that 100%. But after seeing this interaction on a YouTube video I did, it kind of just dawned on me, well, yeah, that stuff is important, but you need to have confidence in it too, because if you don't have confidence, things are not gonna work out, because if something gets questioned or if somebody just kind of throws a jab at you or whatever, I mean, you got to be able to sit there and kind of take it and be and say, wait, no, I'm good, because my system works. My system, it makes sense, and it's the way it should be. Whereas a lot of people, and again, I'm just going to throw in a little dig at free education and randomness in terms of, yeah, I read some books, or yeah, I watched random YouTube videos, is I'm not going to deny, yeah, those can help you build a strategy, but you're never going to be quite, yeah, that's the strategy, because at the end of the day, you have in the back of your head voices saying, but is that stuff that you use, I mean, is that even good information? I mean, yeah, you watched multiple YouTube videos, yeah, you were reading blogs on the internet, yeah, you got a few books at the library, but is that really good information? Therefore, you're not gonna have quite solid confidence in it. And that's why a lot of people struggle, and while this incident, that's kind of a mouthful, but why incidents like this that we're going to talk about start to just throw people off kilter. So let's quickly get to it, and you'll probably see it right away what I'm getting at, but we'll talk a little bit more about it. So this person states on the video, lost $250 from this stock, bought at 58 cents, and 10 minutes later it dropped down to 53. Now right from the get-go, it's all good. I have no problems with this. Person got in, price went against them, they took a loss. Now $250, that's kind of a one unknown. I mean, if this is on a $500 account, then yeah, okay, you took a loss. That's fine, because instead of letting things spin out of control, but at $250, it was probably already spun out of control. But I mean, if this is a $20,000 account, then $250 loss, hey, good job. You kept it under control, no problems there. The point here, we'll give this person the benefit of the doubt. They got in a stock, it didn't go their way. They had to, take a loss. No problems there. That's part of the game. That doesn't make you a bad trader. But the next part is where things get interesting. Then somebody replies to this comment, haha, regrets today. Now we'll put aside the fact that this is just somebody being a jerk on the front place laughing because somebody took a loss or whatever. But why are they asking them if they have regrets? Well, because the stock went back up to above where they bought. And to this person being questioned, if they're not confident in their strategy, this is going to shake them. This is going to, well, do I have... If you have regrets after something heads back up, then here's a little hint. You do not have a system in place. You do not have a strategy in place that you have confidence in. Now, if you're like, if you're kind of joking about, I should have held, and you're kind of just saying that tongue-in-cheek joking, that's one thing. But if you're sitting there saying, total regret, what was I thinking, why did I do that? Then not only do you probably not have a system, but you certainly have no confidence in that system. I don't know what this person was thinking, because they never replied to this person that made the comment. But if they're sitting there thinking, no, yeah, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. It sucks that I sold for a loss and then the price went back up. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That sucks. But it violated the rules of my system. I got to follow the rules, because I know that the rules over the long term are going to keep things going in the direction that I want it. So no, I don't have any regrets. If that person can answer it like that, perfect. Not only do they have a strategy and system in place, but they have true confidence in that system. But if they're sitting there, maybe you don't have quite as good a system as what the voices in your head are telling you are, because where's the confidence at in that system? And this is what causes a lot of people to stumble, though, because let's face it, not only are there voices in your head that I talk about all the time that are always trying to get you to do stupid things based out of greed and stuff like that, but then there's just jerks in the world, especially on the internet, right? I mean, surprise, there's trolls on the internet. So when you get people like this jabbing at you, not only are you having a battle of voices in your head, you got to just battle other people throwing the ha-has at you, and you have regrets, implying that you're stupid because you sold and the price went back up. But you got to be able to stand strong and be like, no, I'm not stupid. I followed the system, and my system works. And if you can't say that about your strategy, about your system, then you know what? That's the whole point of these mail videos. You got to reassess. You have to run an audit on yourself and be like, well, what's going wrong? What's holding me back? Why don't I have max confidence? Why don't I have maximum belief in my strategy and in my system? And only really you can know the answer to that. I have a pretty good idea of why that might be the case, but this video is not the time nor the place. But just be aware of it, that you need to have bulletproof confidence in your trading. Because if you don't, you're fighting multiple forces. The ones in your head, the ones coming at you from trolls, and maybe just people in your regular life. I mean, your parents, your family, friends. Are you really sure that's the best idea? Isn't the stock market, isn't that kind of like gambling? I mean, I really don't agree with what you're doing with your money. You might as well just go to, there's critics all over the place. And without confidence, you're just not going to stand a chance. You're going to get dripped in all different directions. Well, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try this. Well, maybe that person's right. I should do that. Find a strategy, find a system, and go with it and have full faith in it, or you're just not going to succeed. And it's going to be a miserable ride. And unfortunately, you're going to fall into that category of 90% of traders that fail. And obviously, that's what you're trying to avoid. So be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your system and strategy, and be honest with yourself. Do you have bulletproof confidence in it?